With their starfighter defense largely neutralized, the rebel fleet is now vulnerable to a torpedo attack.
Well, I'm glad that we don't have to deal with many of their pesky fighters anymore. But I don't know if you've seen our hangars lately. Our starfighters were largely neutralized in the effort.
However, in a last-ditch effort to try and save their ships and repair their hyperdrives, the rebels have now deployed a large minefield around their cruisers. We also need to deal with the stolen Lancer frigate Slicer.
You still haven't tracked down and destroyed the Slicer? What were you doing with all that time we bought you engaging the fleet? I guess you want us to get chewed up by its lasers in a last-ditch attempt to clear it, right?
Armed with proton torpedoes, our remaining gunboats from Squadrons Mu, Nu and Tau will jump in and proceed to concentrate their fire on the Slicer to knock it out of the fight. Then proceed to destroy any remaining rebel fighters that survived our last attack.
I thought as much. 3 whole squadrons against the Slicer. Do you want to know why they called it the Slicer? Because it hypered in and cut through enemy fighter defenses. And should we pull off the impossible and take it out? You want us to mop up the remaining fighters. What next? The minefield? The entire fleet?
Once the Slicer and remaining fighters are dealt with, you will need to open up a hole in the minefield large enough to begin the final wave of attacks.
Ah, so it's a Hail Mary moment. Punch through the Slicer, the fighters, and then the mines before reinforcements finally come to our aid.
When you've destroyed enough of the mines, assault transports Sigma and Omega will jump in and begin their attack runs on the cruisers.
Why can't we just have them hyper in and join us in an all-out assault? We're all equipped with ion cannons. Disable the Slicer, disable the fighters, disable the cruisers. It boggles the mind how you failed your way up to flight officer in the first place.
We expect as the rebel ships are destroyed, their officers and crew will attempt to evacuate via shuttles and transports. Find and capture the commander, but destroy any other fleeing ships. There are to be no survivors. When all enemy craft have been destroyed, all ships will return to D-34.
This is an absolute gauntlet. Let's tick it off like a shopping list, shall we? Destroy the Slicer, destroy the fighters, destroy the mines, destroy the cruisers, destroy the shuttles, but not before inspecting all the shuttles. Would you like us to find a hidden rebel base and take it on with our 3 squadrons after that? Though I doubt there'll be 3 of us left. Maybe track down and capture the terrorist that blew up the first Death Star? Fine, whatever, I'm done with this tour of duty anyway, let's finish it. You ever get one of those moments where you just don't want to take off? You know the mission is going to be a complete disaster. I can't sit here forever. I guess I better get going. Hey, that shuttle's got the right idea. Yeah, head off somewhere else. Right. I'm sorry, boys, but this is a suicide mission. I know you're mostly rookies, but hey, I survived. Maybe you can survive too. You gotta be optimistic about these things. Well, off we go. I was almost tempted not to hyperspace there, to be honest with you. Right. Yep. There's the Slicer.
There's the Slicer.
That's what I said.
All gunboats lock on torpedoes and fire.
Okay.
This is 3.
Let's overwhelm the Slicer.
Hey 1, attacking craft dead ahead.
Incoming enemy fighters. Assault gunboats Mu, break off
But you
and
told
engage.
us to take out the Slicer. So you want us to take out the fighters first? Oh, I feel I missed
All
that
other
shot.
ships continue attacking the Slicer.
Right. Come on, boys. Hang in there. We can take it. Go, go, go!
Important. Keep your distance. Report on primary target.
Yes!
Their shields are out.
Yes!
Of course, look at that thing
Look
go.
at it go!
Report on primary target. They have been destroyed.
This is 4, I've got to start
Maybe we can do
firing
this
at me.
after all.
This is 4, I'm having trouble over here.
Okay, 4. Hang in there. We need to take out the... Yes, I know you're having trouble. We need to take out the minefield. But the minefield is right next to the damn cruisers. Okay, I'll try and draw their fire for you. You guys, try and take out the minefield. No reinforcements? Oh, God, I'm being targeted. Ow. Come on, guys. Keep firing. I'll just try. Good work. Bandit, eh? I guess I'll take this X-Wing then. I mean, it's only one X-Wing. How hard could it be? It's not like it's two X-Wings. That would be a real problem. Transfer the power. Make sure my shields don't fail. Okay. Now I can dogfight. Why are you flying straight at me? You absolute newbie. Like, at least do a strafing run. Look at this guy. He can barely fly. Oh no, you're disabled. Oh no, I glanced you. Oh, what was that? My glance was able to destroy your systems? Okay, we'll try and protect the transports. Hey, I'm technically doing my job here. I can just leave them disabled. They'll get mopped up. Who's next? Blue 9. Ah, a whole new wave of them. And they are after the transports. Look at that. Fortunately, going after an assault transport is a very bad idea in an X-Wing, as you can see, demonstrated by the explosions. I barely have to do anything here. This is great. Oh, assault transports, how I love thee. What's this? Blue 2, you're kinda close to the cruiser. I don't know. Should I go for him? There's a bunch of stuff I have to inspect as well. Should probably keep an eye out. A-wings. Don't like the look of that. Okay, getting a bit close here. Oh no, one of the transports went down. The gunboats, I'm not so surprised about. They're like paper mache, you know.
I'm aborting my attack run.
That's good. Hey, some shuttles. I guess I'll take this guy out and go shuttle hunting. I have time for one more. Yes, I saw them. I'll go and find them, since nobody else will do it. Transport. Right. Full speed. Oh, it's very, very close to that big craft. Let's just spin about a bit, and just ignore me. Don't mind me. Full power. Hey, hold on, they're attacking the gunboats. Are those not the transports I'm to look for? What about Starway 1? Yep, just don't mind me. Just flying awfully close to your lasers. What do you have in your contents? Crew. Aha! A shuttle. They usually contain the big boys. Okay. If I just keep spinning, maybe they will ignore me. Come on. Ah, my rear shields. But I managed it. I survived. And the Lulsa is no more. I didn't see it in my rear view, but it's gone. So now if I just inspect Derris 1, 11 clicks till they hyper out. I mean, I could be here all day. This is easy. Who is targeting me? Okay, we've got the command staff on that shuttle. Unfortunately for Derris 2, it's the end for them. So, Derris 1, I need to disable. Come here, you. Let's do this properly. I always hate the shape of the shuttles. You know, they're sort of triangular. Very difficult to disable from the rear. Now, Derris 2. Sorry about this.
You disabled the transport carrying the Lulsa commander.
Boom! I am not. I'm fine. Should I go up to the transports or should I go home? This was surprisingly successful. I was expecting absolute bedlam. I mean, my shields are absolutely toasted, but my hull survived. And at the end of the day, it's not been as bad as the previous mission. And we can thank the assault transport teams for that. Those glorious folks with their imperial insignias and no-nonsense attitudes. Well, I survived my first tour of duty back. That's the important thing, really.